another day, sailing away from me. And though the work isn't done, I don't want to hear you, 'cause you cannot master the stress. It's a uphill battle, but it's my attitude. I'm prepared. If I had to travel a destined avenue, but don't mistake this place is for no foundation. I may be an optimist, but I know where we're up against, so shut it. Hate it or love it, I'm proving yes to nothing. We can be a realist and still have some fun. I understand that you're down and out, but I cannot have you around. Stay from me if your plans decide. There is just no way I can see and bury my mind to wait in defeat. You're not even my enemy. Yeah, you try to slow down and storm around and place your words. Presenting like it's an honest quarantine, but again you call it that when you won't leave and stand on your face. You're demoralized. You're demoralized. You're demoralized. Place the run around, but when we win, it's on the time. Don't not a man. Those who will definitely benefit. Don't ever act like you paid a cent. I understand that you're down and out, but I cannot have you around. Stay from me if your plans decide. There is just no way I can see and bury my mind to wait in defeat. There's gotta be a way where there's a will, because our fate's now sealed. There is just no way I can see and bury my mind to wait in defeat. Yo, we gotta leave, but you got to get from around here. Take that black pill right back to wherever you live. We're dealing with an animals, a different set of ethics that we know. It's bad, but that don't mean we have to lose. This content is not. Stay from me if your plans decide. There is just no way I can see and bury my mind to wait in defeat. There's gotta be a way where there's a will, because our fate's now sealed. There is just no way I can see and bury my mind to wait in defeat. We will win. We will win. Move.
What is up, everybody? That right there is the new single by my band, Backwards. First, I mean, I'd argue 2017, but 2018 technically, because we did drop some covers. But it's been 6 years since we were like, okay, really dropping music like that. And we finally, I've been sitting on this for so long. I'm going to tell you guys kind of about the track and the history and what the intention behind us releasing it as well. But yeah, man, I'm just so glad that we finally got that release. It's doing extremely well on YouTube. Looks like there were a lot of people, and that's the fun part about all of this, that you have a lot of folks that know me for exactly doing that. They have no interest in the talk, the commentary. They have zero interest maybe in the comic book stuff, but they are very, very, very intrigued by the music because, I mean, that's where I got my big break from, was doing music. So a lot of my earliest followers came from that realm. And every other stream we do, hey, when is Backwards returning? When are we doing this? When are we doing that? And I would always say, hey, we're working on stuff. And it's crazy because the more time went by, and I said this in a little public statement that we had, the more time went by, the more difficult it becomes to find the right time to drop the music, right? I think that was one of the primary issues is that you look at 2018, my life began to change as well with just general commentary stuff. My YouTube was I had already had tens of thousands of subscribers by then, but I was also starting to cross into like the hundreds of thousands. So there was I had another platform there, and people were very, very intrigued by some of the other stuff that I would talk about, the commentary, comic books, everything. And the more time went by, and I speak personally for me, I know each band member has their own kind of story there. It's like, okay, when is the right time to do this? Because it's very difficult to have like a 1 foot in, 1 foot out kind of situation with something like that. Because when we dropped Veracity, man, it took a lot of, it took a lot to put out. I mean, we did that whole thing independently, man. So putting out Veracity, yeah, we had some help on the distribution side with Stay Six. Shout out Franz and Attila. They're still rocking and rolling, but we did everything ourselves, right? So it was a challenge. It was a big time challenge, and we put it out. We had the number one, according to SoundScan's, number one alternative new artist. We had the number 2 Heat Seeker album on Billboard. It was a crazy debut. First album, only album. And then from then, like I said, our lives individually started changing as well. And it was like, when was the right time? But we never stopped recording music. We have so many songs. When I say we're sitting on basically 2 albums worth of tracks, we are sitting on 2 albums worth of music that has been unreleased. So we didn't really stop doing music. We just never really had an appropriate time to release it. And so as we started to, so let's just backtrack a little bit actually. So I launched the RIPPAVERSE. I wrote this song in 2022. So it was around the launch actually of the RIPPAVERSE. Was it right before? I think it was technically right before. I think it's the week before the launch of the RIPPAVERSE. I could be wrong on that, but or the month before. It was not that long before that we had wrote the song, and both lyrically and musically. And we, I had obviously wrote it with it in mind, keep it in mind what my experience was when I was telling people kind of what I wanted to do with the RIPPAVERSE. And it was more or less a song that was inspired by what I was experiencing. And that was like, there's always folks trying to talk you off a ledge. And this is not necessarily a ledge that they're talking us off of, because this is where we need to be. So I look at it like we have a parachute and everything. We should be jumping. And there's some, I don't know, fucking monsters that are coming to attack us. And you have some folks that are like, you should not go do that. Whether it was doing your own website, handling your own distribution, doing this independently with your first work, you getting your name in comics. Shouldn't you be doing things? It was a whole lot of dooming, if you will. and also just my world experience as well in the political landscape. Y'all know I despise black pillars. I'm not even gonna say I'm sorry. I do not like y'all, like straight up. I do not, and by that I'm meaning people that act as if what exists now, whether it be social landscape, political landscape, is simply an inevitability and there is nothing that you can do about it and we're all gonna fucking lose. I do not like that shit. I don't like that shit around me. I don't like negative energy. I don't like any of that shit around me, particularly those types that will, like I was saying earlier, they see you going to still strive, right? They see you have some optimism. They see that you have somewhere that you want to be. You have a more positive, optimistic outlook. And because they quit, right? They quit. They said, okay, I don't want to do this anymore. We're losers. They quit. They try to plant those seeds of doubt and demoralize other people because I guess it makes them feel better if other folks are basking in their own misery. And a lot of that, again, has to do with the social and political realm of things, world, because that's often where a lot of that is. It's like, well, it sucks. It'll never get better. Why are you saying this, or why you have so much hope and optimism? And I think that's bullshit. So, yeah, that was what inspired, obviously, the song itself. So I had that going, had the Rippaverse going. We wrote it. We sat on it for 2 years, basically. We started recording the music video last year. If you see some of our old posts, on the backwards pages, you'll see those posts of us, like Alex, for example, in front of a green screen. I know Kevin posted one on his Instagram of him playing the guitar in front of the green screen. So long last year, it's been like, 9 months ago, something like that. It was 10 months or so that they got recorded. And obviously, as you see the production of it, that took some fucking time to make with all the CG and shit. And yeah, it took a minute to do that. And we were also going through our series of edits. That wasn't the only music video that we shot that day as well. We shot a couple of other music videos. Well, we shot another music video as well. So we're taking this shit serious. This whole return thing is something that we're taking very serious. So we dropped that. We recorded. Time goes by. And then I'm like, okay. Obviously, I wrote this song. And it's a perfect theme for the Rippaverse. It embodies what we stand for more as a company perspective, from the company's perspective. We love to be optimistic and we love to strive towards our goals. And we recognize that being an independent, especially in handling a lot of the things that we handle, own website, our own distribution, and having an animation studio and other things that we have to manage, especially in this short period of time, that's a challenge. So we recognize that, as I said in the song, it's uphill. But it doesn't mean that it's not worth doing. And I'm like, guys, this has to be our anthem. It has to, because it's never going to. Like, there's no other song that I could write that would better suit if the Rippaverse is to have a track. It has to be this. So we dropped it, and love the reception, love the positive comments that you guys are sending towards us. People loving the fact that we're back and returning. And I don't know a lot of people, if a lot of y'all know this, but there are 3 members of Backwards that play vital roles and work for the Rippaverse. Obviously myself. You have Alex, who is our financial operations guy. He is the other singer and bassist. And we have Brian, which he's not as front-facing, but Brian is he's been my video editor for a very long time. He plays a vital role within the Rippaverse. So there's 3 of us that are already here. I joke about us trying to, we're collecting the band members like fucking Infinity Stones here at the Rippaverse. it's funny because Robbie, everybody knows Robbie's a trucker, right? So once we start popping off really with RIPPAVERSE and we start handling our own fulfillment, like, or handling other people's fulfillment, maybe that's when I bring him in and he's facilitating RIPPAVERSE shipping or some shit. I don't know. And we got Kevin, of course, who is our guitarist. He does a lot of the writing as well for like the actual parts. Founding member, pretty much everybody here. Well, and that's another thing I wanted to bring up. This lineup that we have has been the same lineup. The only change that you guys, I think, see was, well, no, because technically he was part of the Great Equalizer, and that's Brian, right? You know, Marcelo left, and you know, we had Brian, but everybody else, I mean, have been here forever, right? It's the same squad. So that's why the sound is it's matured. We'll talk about that here in a little bit. It's a little matured, a lot of matured, but it does still sound like us, right? So yeah, I appreciate all of your support. Thank you guys so much. And yeah, let's talk about this real quick. Okay, so if you go to rippaverse.com/backwards, you of course can also listen to the single, watch the music video. But what do we have right here? You have the pre-order for the RIPPAVERSE and Backwards shirt that says simply, "We will win." Oh man, I feel like we're gonna see a lot of these in the wild here. Brand new shirt. Again, if you go to rippaverse.com/backwards, that's BACKWORDZ. I'm pretty sure we can get some of our mods to grab that. Go grab it. Get the shirt. The collaboration between Backwards as well as RIPPAVERSE. You can go grab that right now. It is live. We should have an email actually that maybe went out as well that should let you guys know if you are watching this stream late. Thank you guys for that support. Go grab that shirt if you have not already. Get the We Will Win shirt. Again, I feel like we're going to see a lot of these in the wild. But yes, other news that I want to talk about real quick. Where am I at? Yeah, let's go here. This is pretty big news here. So purposely for YouTube, we do not have it monetized. The song, WhitePilled. Therefore, if you are a content creator and you put out YouTube videos and in any way, really, if you want to use the new single in your content, have at it. There will not be no copyright claim. You will also not have to deal with demonetization, even on reactions. Even on reactions, you'll be able to react to it if you want, whether you love it, you hate it, you're indifferent, you want to use it also for your content going forward. An intro or something, background music. Feel free to use WhitePilled in your YouTube content. You will not get demonetized, nor will there be a copyright claim. You are free to use that. We specifically did that on purpose. So go do what you will with it. This is a thank you to you guys. Again, it's a long time coming. So I had to get y'all set up with that. So go ahead and grab that. Do what you will with it for your YouTube videos and have some fun. If you do have issues, as the documents here, if you have any issues, be sure to reach out to us and we'll make sure we get those corrected. But you should not have any sort of problems playing this by any means. So, yeah. So it's funny. Going back, and again, I think a lot of people, you the first to see it and you don't necessarily understand or know how things are brewing. We was dropping those clues. I'd say a little something about Backwards Return. Or you see a clip or you see a video of a picture maybe from one of us. And this was our natural progression because I recorded all this, or I tweeted out all this during those 2-3 days that we were actually recording this single. And I talked about, like, you know, obviously the We Will Win tag is there, right? And then because it's our most southern, see a lot of comments about that. The southern aspect of the song, very much intentional, very much Texas twang, and that's on purpose. Obviously, that's kind of more or less representative of our direction. What I really wanted to do was, and it wasn't anything personal to me, it was the whole band's input. You know, we're returning, right? We obviously, we're at a different stage of our life than we were when we recorded. I was, 24 or something like that when I 24, 25, I think, when I was writing Veracity, not when it got released. So a lot has changed. And we wanted everybody to be able to showcase kind of their skill set. I think that's always what made Backwards special, is that we were mixing all these different genres. We were doing this, we were doing that. Now we're like, okay, what's the sound, right? That we kind of want to start to run with in a lot of our future music. And that's what we came up with. That's very much what this represents. Not necessarily just lyrically, but just like in its music. It's get a little thrash, definitely on that second verse. You hear that second verse, it gets real fucking like southern on that second verse. By design. It was a very intentional song that we wrote there. And I had a blast recording it, and this is why I posted this here when we were recording it in June of 2022, and then we finished it, and I said, "This new Backwards, holy shit!" But yeah, it was a long time, and we sat on that song for a very long time. I mean, 2 years is an eternity in music terms. We sat on that song, and we just wanted to wait until it felt right, and then it did, and here we are. So thank you for that support. The music video, as of right now, is at 126,000 views. So I want to thank you guys so much for that love and support, because you never know with these things, man. 6 years is a long time. It's a long time. So we had a lot of shit that, you know, we were gonna we knew we were gonna have to deal with. Like, oh, it's the band's returning, and it's funny, you know. Also returning after 6 years, my good friend Phil Labonte, and All That Remains. That was not planned, right, by any means. I did not know that they were dropping Divine. Had no idea. Didn't talk to Phil about that at all until I found out about it the same way y'all found out about it. It is just so ironic, right, that, you know, we kind of all returned at the same time. Though I know I think they're about to do it. They're going to do a tour. We don't have any tours or anything planned quite yet for it, but because, again, we have a lot of stuff we're doing with the RIPPAVERSE as well, so we got to make sure the timing's right. But yes, we will get to doing shows and all that again, for sure. But let's get some music under our belt first and give you guys something to look forward to. So shout out to y'all, man. Again, very blessed, very thankful, obviously, to be in a position to where I get to do what I love. I get to wake up and do what I love. And even more so, Ronan the Crusade said metalcore is coming back. Yeah, it's crazy. I know Fall in Reverse came back with a crazy single, that Ronnie single, or whatever. Yeah, bro, we kicking it like the 2010s, baby. I love it. I fucking love it. Let's do it. And I'm all for that. But yeah, it's I get to wake up, create, do what I want, feel good about it, write songs, write books, collaborate. I'm having a fucking time of my life. Like, let's be honest. I'm having a blast. And it's all because of you guys. It's thankful. I'm so thankful to you guys that you allow me to do this. Like, you show your support, and that's why I'm able to basically do what I want to do. It's because there's an audience for it. So I'm thankful for you guys, man. I'm highly appreciative, and I'm glad that you guys love the music, and I know you're gonna love Yaira once it drops as well. Make no mistake. I told y'all we got a whole lot of shit. By the way, we're not done. We're not done. May is a massive month. We are not done. We're not done. We have some other things that are dropping this month as well. So be on the lookout for that. All right. Let me get to some of these super chats. This song has been in my head, namely Alex's singing of the hook. I'm going to play it again here in a bit for people that got here late. Actually, let's do that. People that got here late, we're going to listen to the song one more time, and then I'm going to start to go through super chat. So I will see you guys in 5 minutes.
Another day, sailing away from me. And though the work isn't done, I don't want to hear you. 'Cause you cannot muster the strength. It's a uphill battle, but it's my attitude. I'm prepared. If I had to travel a distant avenue, but don't mistake this. Places for no foundation. I may be an optimist, but I know where we're up against. So shut it. Hate it or love it. Oblivion, yes or nothing. One can be a realist and still have some fun. I understand that you're down and out, but I cannot have you around. Stay from me. If your plans decide, there is just a way I'll concede and bury my mind to wait in defeat. You're not even my enemy. Yeah, you try to sow doubt in some around it. Place your words, resonate like you say that is granted. But again, you call it that when you won't leave and stand on your face. You're demoralized. You're demoralized. You're demoralized. Place the run around. But when we win, it's time to time. Don't not a man. You will definitely benefit. Don't ever act like you paid a cent. I understand that you're down and out, but I cannot have you around. Stay from me. If your plans decide, there is just a way I'll concede and bury my mind to wait in defeat. There's gotta be a way where there's a will, because our fate is now sealed. There is just a way I'll concede and bury my mind to wait in defeat. No, we gotta leave, but you got to get from around them and take that black pill right back to wherever you live. Stay from me. If your plans decide, there is just a way I'll concede and bury my mind to wait in defeat. There's gotta be a way where there's a will, because our fate is now sealed. There is just a way I'll concede and bury my mind to wait in defeat. We will
So yeah, again, man, I had so much fun recording that. Actually, let me say this. That was one of the more difficult music videos that we've done. More or less for me and Alex. So the times where you see us like the camera looks like it's kind of spinning around, right? And it looks almost like a drone. You may think, well, I guess if you understand anything about, I guess, recording of videos, you know that wasn't how we shot it, where we were like sitting still and there was just like a camera going around us. No, instead, we were the motherfuckers that were spinning around. So yeah, I recorded 4 minutes on a damn song, spinning around. And holy shit, I thought I was gonna barf. So many times I was like spitting, and I'm trying, as I'm spinning around, I'm trying to like focus on a given spot. I'm dizzy a minute into the song, and I'm like, I don't know how I'm about to get through the rest of this shit. But man, I was on the floor after that shit, and I know same thing with Alex. Dude, that fucking sucked. That fucking sucked, man. It was man, dude. Because I went into it and I was like, yeah, I'm gonna be fine. When they shot us the idea, I'm like, oh yeah, I'll be all right. And then, like I said, about not even a minute, maybe 20 to 30 seconds of spinning around on that thing. As I'm singing these lyrics, what's going on in my mind is, how in the hell am I gonna get through the rest of this song? Because I want off this fucking ride. But yeah, that was tough. Alex had to do the same thing. So yeah, as I'm doing all the motions and doing all this, like I'm quite literally being fucking spinning around. I'm on a fucking, basically a turntable, and I'm spinning around. Golly, dude, that sucked. So it was a more difficult track for us to do a music video for, but it came out crazy when we started to see some of the shots that we got. Obviously, once our guys went in and actually handling a lot of CGI and shit, oh man, it was insane. So it was worth it. Sometimes you gotta do what you gotta do, and I did, but it sucked. That was rough. All right, let me get to some of these super chats, man. Again, I appreciate y'all hanging out with me. Willie Jack Black becoming a Lil Mac. That's just rhymed like that. Poet and I don't know it. Dan Cotto with a 20 months says, next Rippaverse trailers will be fire with some backwards music. I'm a hip hop guy, but even I felt that jam worthy to be called an anthem. Shout out to my man's Dan. Big supporter of the Rippaverse. I did see, it was kind of crazy. Let me see if I can play that real quick, because this is all Dan's credit. So what he did was he put that song to the Alpha Core animation, and it looked almost like it was supposed to be that way. So yeah, I'm gonna play this real quick. Like, watch when Braxwell gets hit. So it looks like it was supposed to be here.
It's a uphill battle, but it's my attitude. I'm prepared.
Like, so it looks like almost like it's supposed to be a part of the video. So that was really cool. That was kind of crazy. When you sent that to me, I was like, why does this sync so damn well? But yeah, that was really cool. I'm sure there will be opportunities for us to do more collaborations. Again, 3 of the members in Backwards also work with the Rippaverse, so it's a natural crossover. Nothing forced by any means. So yeah, that there's some opportunity there that we can basically make our own soundtracks for our stuff. I mean, which is cool, man. I mean, there's not a lot of people that can say that. You know, we can keep so much of our content creation in house, man, and that's very, very cool. So yeah. All right, let me get back to the super chats. Again, shout out Dan. We have a creative with a 5. So Sweet Baby Inc. said Isom doesn't have any powers and that Batman is stronger than him. That's not how I thought my evening yesterday would go. I don't know if you're joking or what, but that's what? That's crazy. Shout out creative, man. My man's Bruce with a 20 says the new track is a banger. He says we will win. Yes, we will. Appreciate that, Bruce. Thanks so much for your support. Is Mike here? I see Epic Mike. Is he in the chat? Shout out, Mike. Shout out to my whole team here as well. I see Kara Rose Sheeps, obviously, here as well. I know Andrew was there. Alex popped in a little bit as well. The entire team that's here, all the mods showing love as well. Appreciate y'all, man. Shout out Bruce, though, man. I know he already got in on a couple of shirts. We got Thundarius with a 28-month says, this song is an absolute banger. The shirt is dope, but the real question is, where is that hat, Eric? Keep bringing the heat. Everybody wants that hat. But you got it, though. I'm glad you like the track. Chloe with a 6 months says, I've seen a couple of people try to claim this song is about them. A hit dog will holler, I suppose. Yeah, bizarre. It's more the typical obsessive kind of narcissism that some people share. But yeah, I think it becomes so painfully obvious when you see the timeline. Like, obviously, this being a 2-year-old song, but I think what happened, and I mentioned this in a post, like they heard the term, for whatever reason, criticism and critique, right? They love that word and they get triggered by it so much. And I guess they heard that in the song and somehow thought it was about Isom reviews, even though that doesn't make any sense considering the context of the actual track. Like we're talking about black pillars. But yeah, it's weird nonetheless. Chloe, to your point, the song is basically telling black pillars to get fucked. That's what it's about. It's really simple. One of the more blunt songs. I mean, we've always done pretty blunt songs. But one of the more blunt songs that we've ever done. And I get it. I hate to break the narcissist bubble, but you're referring to a song that's 2 years old. Actually recorded before I knew a lot of these people that decided that I am their boogeyman. So, yeah. Black Blazer with a 36 months says, give me that album, no. Okay. We're working on it. CJ with a 5 says, amazing work. Thank you. Shout out to you. Bruce with a 5 says, backwards walks in the saloon, kicks down the door, thick mustache. Yeah, it was pretty southern of a song. I love it. I love it. Bruce, thank you so much. Defendo 99 with a 5 says, mustache so thick they make Tom Selleck blush. Shout out. Softy Dofty with a 2 says, favorite comic runs of all time and why? Man, it's I give you one just because I'm not even in that mindset to think of that. Crisis on Infinite Earths, I say it all the time. Reason being is publishers found out, or the publisher in DC found a creative way to right a wrong, and that was having all these versions of the same character floating all around, and they merged the universes in this creative way. Granted, they went back on it, but it was an instance where they knew they made a mistake, kind of wrote themselves in a corner or circle, depending on how you want to put that, and they fixed it by doing something that ended up being a classic story. Flowman with a becoming a Superman. Appreciate that. We got Turn to Black with a 21 months as WhitePilled is how I'm feeling right now. This is the perfect song to come out with in the 2024s. We will win. Look, that's what it's about. Turn to Black with 21 months. Like that's I wanted to do again. You're looking at the landscape of just life. Like you get the political shit, the social shit, and everything's fucking doom and gloom. More so where you have people that are trying to again plant the seeds of doubt for people that are trying to fix some shit. That's what I'm thinking when I think black pillars. I'm thinking, hey, nothing matters, all this shit. But they also go out of their way to try to project that negativity onto you, right? Because they're down and out and because they don't want to fight anymore, or they feel like fighting or striving towards that goal isn't worthwhile, right? Those are the guys that I'm like, get fucked and get the fuck away from me. So yeah, that's what it's about. It's an optimistic song. It's about, obviously, you have the perseverance aspect of it, but it's also, like I say in the first, that first verse, I may be an optimist, but I know what we're up against, so you can be you have people that unfortunately conflate, I guess, being optimistic with being delusional, right? It is not. I don't believe that. You can be a realist. You can recognize the severity even of a given situation while also still having a plan and thinking that it's worth fucking fighting for. And that's what the song is about. That's why it's, again, the perfect theme song for the RIPPAVERSE, because it represents our general attitude, because we know as even a company that we're up against it, man. It's an uphill battle. We have a tall order. Starting from scratch, keeping things independent, not having investors, and trying to do what we're attempting to accomplish is not going to be easy. And we recognize that. If we're going to stick around for the long term, that's going to take a lot of work, and we're okay with that. And we don't have to deal with these fucking black pillars. Black pillars that are miserable can get fucked. Black pillars that want you to be dragged down in that dirt with them as they are down and out, and they try to plant the seeds that, oh man, you can't do it, you shouldn't do that, why are you doing it? Those types of annoying folks. And you see that in the political landscape a lot as well. It's like you see things fucking suck, and then you got some guys that are trying to fix some shit, and then there's someone that, again, like I said in that second verse, you're not even my enemy, yet you try to sow doubt as your morale depletes. It's saying that, like, bro, we have a place that we're trying to go. And I'm like, there's no, you're supposedly not an enemy, right? Yet everything you say or everything you try to project is negativity, and talking someone from actually putting their feet in front of one another, going forward, and doing the work. Black pillars can get fucked. That could have been an alternative. Instead of white pill, it could have been black pillars get fucked. That could have been the title, but that's a little too explicit, so yeah. Transformers fan with a 5 said, yeah, he says, you have the touch, you have the power, yeah, guitar solo. Love the song, man. Can't wait to get a shirt from you. Transformers fan, I appreciate that. Shout out to you. Please sell a physical copy of the new album. I'm sure we will. Once we get to that point, we're going to sell a new copy of that new album. Scorpio, a physical copy, excuse me. Where am I at? Scorpio with a 5. Thank you so much. No message. Got Peter Darker with a 5. Awesome music. Music video. All that was missing was Az going full Silverback Kong in the background, pounding his chest and smashing them boulders. Yeah, I would have had to get Az's likeness on that. Pay him a nice cut. To use it. MCU fan with a 10 says, great to see you succeed. Came a long way, but still got so far to go. Yes, that is a fact. That's really, again, what the song is about. Like, it's like, we know that we got a ways, bro, but that still does not mean that it isn't worth fighting for or striving for. HTK bass player, my man's with a 49 months Norfolk album with book win. We shall see. Joker's Disciple with a 2 says, WhitePilled hit harder than my profile picture. Says Joker's Disciple. Shout out to you, man, and your profile picture. Thank you. Hi, Dice. Did I get this with a 5? Spinning on that platform, now you understand how the hamsters felt. That's a good point. On Ice on One lunch day. Yeah, maybe I'm a little more sympathetic to the hamsters because I was spinning. And that shit was not fun. So, touche. Chris with a 2 says, yo, Eric, gonna catch the super from end of month show. The super from end of Monday show? Is that what you're saying? Did I miss? Did you send a super chat and I like missed it or something? I'd have to go way, way back and go find that. But I thought I got everything. Dave Ross with a 5 says, hey man, just wanted to say I checked out your music and was very surprised, Loved WhitePilled, had no idea you were musically talented that way, Dave Ross. That's the fun thing about dropping stuff like this. I think people get it mistaken. They often think that their discovery of me was when I popped up, and it's easy to do that. You're like, hey, I found out about this person, and that must have been when the person came about. Not quite. Not for me. I have been on YouTube since I was 16 years old. It started as doing music, right? Moved into more vocal cover stuff, which was in the metalcore scene. That turned into other musical ventures, which they eventually turned into backwards. And there are going to inevitably be people that found out about me through the RIPPAVERSE, that found out about me through maybe the commentary. You were watching me 2020 when the world went fucking crazy. Right? Another influence to the song that I wrote was what we had just fucking experienced with this COVID bullshit. So they may have discovered me then. Therefore, when we do something like that I hadn't done in a while, like dropping this song with Backwards, that new audience that pops up gets to learn about that. And I get it. Oftentimes you hear like people that try to dab in music and like it doesn't end up being like not necessarily bad. Sometimes it could be. But if they do something else, they'll try to do something. Maybe it comes off as cheesy or corny or something like that. But it's funny watching the comments like, holy shit, I had no idea these guys were, yeah, we're professionals, bro. This is what we do. But it's cool seeing people learn about that. The band now that may have found out about me through the RIPPAVERSE or through other stuff like commentary. So it's awesome, man. It is. DC's old. Wait, where'd it go? Yes, old Fixer says, what a 2 says, these crackheads are crazy. Just go and be great all day long, bro. All day fucking long. Night Rona with a 5 says, Dan did second video with Alpha Core animation and WhitePilled video cut in. Congratulations, backwards. Okay, we'll check that out. Like you're saying, he did like another. I don't know when this super chat came in. Like an additional one. East Coast Toasted Boy with a 20 months anthem. Time to pledge allegiance to the hat. Says East Coast Toasted Boy. 20 months is a long time. Warren B with a 5. Hey Eric, any thoughts on space-based comic of the RIPPAVERSE? I'm no one special, but I had an idea. Who says we aren't already entertained stuff like that? RIPPAVERSE is going to be massive, man. We got a lot of cool things that we have in the works. And there's room for it all because we are a brand new universe at the end of the day. Creative with a 2 says, apparently it was a troll account. Thanks, Bruce. Oh, okay, I got you. Chris M with a 20 says, Ice 1, I got all signed. Any tips on getting graded? Never sent anything before, so a little iffy on the process. And OCLA with those beautiful Ice 1s, even set like members with number 1 that want them graded to send you via CGC. Yeah, so we didn't have that partnership with CGC as far as the signature series and Ice 1. I also didn't plan to sign as many of them damn things as I did. So I don't know. We've talked about it internally because obviously Ice 1's cover A's are no longer for sale, like as far as any store is concerned, unless you get them like resale or maybe a retailer like mycomicshop.com has them, or you came to find us in a I don't know, a fucking show, maybe like a con, and we had it. But with the new website, and I have been thinking about this, because we do have some, and we never released cover A or cover B as a CGC. We have thought about maybe for a limited time when we can get to where we can just drop items, we'll have some of that up for sale as a CGC copy of cover A and cover B of hell, C even, because that doesn't have signature series either, of ISOM number 1. We'll see. We'll see. Ministry of Wrong Thing with a 2 said, at this rate, you might beat Dan Vask to 1 million. Nah. Dan Vask is a grinder, man. He's been doing those covers, man. We kind of, again, we dropped our album, and, you know, we had recorded music. It wasn't, I don't know what we have, like, what, 48,000 or something like that subs. By the way, you should go to Backwards YouTube right now, Backwards Music right now, and you should subscribe if you have not already. But yes, the viewership, though, yeah, we have obviously songs that have 1 million views, for sure, music videos. And this one's doing crazy already with 13 hours and being at 130K. So yeah, I'm not quite sure how far this is gonna go. But yeah, we got a while before we get to 1 million subs though. Shout out to my man Dan Vask. He showed some love. All the guys in our space, for the most part, have been showing love as they heard the song. I saw shout out to Daily. They had Beardo as well as Jay running the show there, and they were killing it. And they showed a little bit of the single. So shout out to them as well. So yes, go subscribe to Backwards, please. I'd greatly appreciate that. All right. Let me. Oh, Sheep says he has something for me. Hold up. Oh, he's saying there was a second video. Hold up. So it turns out it was a second video that Dan did that he's referring to. Ah, so he like spliced some things into it, like with the trailer. Hold up. Let me. Ah, so he's mixing it in. That's pretty fucking sick. Mix it in with the AlphaGo trailer.
It's a uphill battle, but it's my attitude. I'm prepared. If I had to travel a destined avenue, but don't mistake this. Places with no foundation. I may be an optimist, but I know where we're at. I guess I'll shut it. Hate it or love it. Well, brother, yes or nothing. We can be a realist and still have to fight it.
Oh shit, he got ISOM in there. ISOM 2. This is cool, man.
Stand on your
Shout out to Dan for doing this. It's cool. This is really cool. Like, big shout out to Dan, because he's mixing it in where it makes sense as well with the lyrics of the song. I like that.
Take that black pill right back to wherever you need.
This is sick, man. Shout out Dan. Hey, I'm gonna retweet this. Y'all should too. That was really cool. Crazy they turn that around so fast. But y'all should go tweet this as well. Go check it out. Support it. Shout out. Shout out Dan for doing that. That was really cool. He mixed in this new song with both animations that we did. That was really, really sick. I love that. That was cool. Shout out Dan. Shout out. Thanks for bringing that to my attention. That's good. Community manager there in Sheep. Thank you so much for that. By the way, that one guy also becoming a Lil Mac for 15 months. Appreciate that. Shout out Dan Cotter, man. That was really cool. Really cool. Someone asked, when are you and Phil Labonte gonna make a song? I'm not against it, obviously. That's my bro. I love to do some stuff with him. I'm pretty sure he'd say the same. Just got to make it make sense. Cajun Court, what's up, bro? Love to see you here, man. Thank you for that. Appreciate everybody sharing the song. I didn't, expect that it was going to be blowing up the way that it had been. Thank you. Thank you. Had a lot of fun recording it. The band feels good to be back, right? And to be able to tie it into something that has been a lifelong dream of mine, something that I did not think I'd be able to accomplish this early in my life for sure. A dream nonetheless that I'm living. And tying that into the Rippaverse is really, really fun. Look, bros, there's nothing beats to me being able to break bread with your bros, man. Like, Rippaverse is just gave me so many opportunities to be able to not just collaborate with people, but like give the people good paying jobs as well, and build with them and lean on them, and definitely in their in their expertise and helping me out, helping the company out. We very much have the same goal, and that we want to see this to be successful. So when starting the Rippaverse and being able to bring in like Brian to do the video editors, member of the band. Alex was financials, member of the band, right? All the people that are here that have been part of my community for a very long time that are here as well, like Carol and Andrew and Sheep. You know, these guys have been around even before the Rippaverse, and to be able to bring them on and again, you give them good paying jobs, a job that they actually enjoy. Brandon, who a lot of people don't know, you see him public, he's a little public facing for our operations, and you see him, but a lot of folks don't know, like that is like one of my, you know, he's one of my best in real life friends, right? He's quite literally a groomsman in my wedding. So, you know, be able to give him a job meant the absolute fucking world to me. And to be able to build with him. And as I've grown, I've been able to sort of reach out to people that, you know, have helped me out along the way, that have been around for a very long time. Some of you guys know them, you know them, some you don't. And to be able to like break bread with them is, you can't beat that, bro. You can't. So this is why I treat this whole shit so seriously, man, because I want it to last forever. And I want to keep growing, and I want to keep including people that to be a part of it. You know, we got RIPPAVERSE. That's a big one that I'm very happy to. So it allows me to, you know, yeah, obviously it's a service at the end of the day, but it is still something that we can use our infrastructure to elevate other people, right? To take them to the next level, assist them in taking them to the next level that I'm cool with. Like Jay, you know, I love Drunk 3PO to death, man. We always say that he's the best of us, all around good dude, and to be able to, you know, help out with Egomatic Chronicles is going to be massive, man, for us. So that's a type of, you know, things that I'm trying to do, because it's one thing to like, you know, say, hey, and I do that, right? Got some guys that have their own things going, and you know, do some, you know, highlight it, right? Retweet it or talk about it on stream. You know, we've done that, but it's another to really, really make that rubber meet the road, bro, and like actually have that come into fruition, excuse me, and manifest in a way that is more substantive. And that's what I feel like we're doing with the Rippaverse, whether it be giving people jobs, whether it be all the shit that we do. And we're going to continue to expand. It's a blessing. I'm thankful. And I take it very serious because I know that not everybody gets this opportunity. And there's no better way that I could show you that I'm taking it serious other than working. So put shit out, right? Like this, like work, grind. I can talk all day long, but when you see music video, when you see a book, you see a something, that's the key, right? You do all this all day long, but at the end of the day, we got to deliver, and that's the true way of showing you how serious I'm taking this damn thing. So thank you guys so much, man, for this support that you guys have shown. For the single, right? Like I woke up, I only slept like fucking 4 hours, I think. Woke up, saw all the love and support coming from you guys, and you know, we're 13 hours in, so basically half a day or so in, it already has 100,000 some views on YouTube, man. That's fucking massive. So I appreciate you, man. I really do. I appreciate all y'all. Thank you so much for the support. So share it out. As we did announce, I know we have more people here right now. I will reiterate this right here, in that if you are a content creator and you want to use WhitePilled, the new backward single, for your content, you want to react to the actual song, do a review of it, and you're playing it, that is fine. Go for it. You will not be demonetized. You will not have a copyright claim if you're doing that on YouTube. If you have some issues, contact us, but you're free to do what you want. You want to use it for your content going forward. Like I said, you got a little intro you want to do. You want one of the riffs in there, go for it. Go for it. It is yours to use there. It is our return. This is a gift from us to you. We are very appreciative, and again, it also helps us out. You're spreading the fucking backwards song and the Rippaverse anthem, bro. You're spreading that shit out, so it's a bit still works out. So thank you guys so much for the support. Digital stores. It just got, like, I think right before the stream started. I think it got finally put up on Spotify. So it took a minute to get there, but it finally got there on Spotify. So it is there. It's on Apple as well. It's been there. I think it hit there first. If there are some stores, I know there's some international guys that may use other platforms. If you don't see it yet, give it some days. You will see it pop up in the store. But if you want to just support us right from the get-go, you can go to rippaverse.com/backwards, and you can get the brand new We Will Win shirt. You can also see the music video, but you can go get the new We Will Win shirt right here over at rippaverse.com/BACKWORDC. Brand new in the store. Go grab that. Thank you guys so much for the love. Is Perry Chan in the chat? Because I saw somebody tag him. Is Perry Chan? Yeah, he is. He's right there. Shout out Perry Chan. He is in the chat. Shout out him. Shout out to the Neurotic team as well. Guy's been fucking killing it on his videos, man. Like, he is the gold standard, man. So big shout out to Perry Chan. Shout out to everybody, man, that's been here showing some love, man. So yeah, keep sharing the video out if you don't mind. Thank you so much for the support. I'm going to go get back to work. I'm going to get up back on that promo tour with this song. I'm going to close us with the track again, because why not? I love fucking listening to it, mainly for Kevin's guitars, because he's fucking amazing. So thanks so much. I will see you guys later. I'm not sure if I'm going to be streaming over the weekend. I think I do have like an interview that I'm doing, but I'm not sure if that's going to be live. We'll see. I will see you guys later. Let's listen to WhitePilled by my band, the first music video that we've done in 6 years. Please share it out. Shout out. FNT will be later, I'm sure. And I'll see you guys over there. But jam this song on the way out, man. Y'all be easy.
Another day, sailing away from me. And though the work isn't done, I don't want to hear you. 'Cause you cannot master the strength. It's a uphill battle, but it's my attitude. I'm prepared. If I have to travel a destined avenue, race, but don't mistake this. Places for no foundation. I may be an optimist, but I know where we're up against. So shut it. Hate it or love it. Well, nothing, yes or nothing. Want to be a realist and still have some fun. I understand that you're down and out, but I cannot have you around. Stay for me. If your plans decide, there is just no way I can see and bury my mind to wait in a sea. You're not even my enemy. Yeah, you try to sow down and storm around and play. face. You're demoralized. You're demoralized. You're demoralized. Place no run around. But when we win, it's all the time. Don't matter, man. Those who will definitely benefit. Don't ever act like you paid as such. I understand that you're down and out, but I cannot have you around. Stay from me. If your plans decide, there is just no way I'll concede and bury my mind to wait in defeat. There's gotta be a way where there's a will, because our fate is now sealed. There is just a way I'll concede and bury my mind to wait in defeat. No, we gotta leave, but you got to get from around it and take that black pill right back to wherever you live. Stay from me if you're